If you want to work, there's money for you guys. Freelancing is good, so hit that subscribe button and let's go. Upwork.com is how work should work. You have a lot of jobs on Upwork.com, and if you have any talent, any skill, guys, you can get monetized. You can get a lot of money if you work at it. Trust me, guys, I made a lot of money on Upwork, and it's a really, really good website. You have a lot of categories, so for example, if you know how to, edit photos in Adobe Photoshop, you can get a lot of money for it. If you can do voiceovers, if you can edit videos, if you can write some articles, there is certainly job for you. If you click here on find work and click on find work for your skills, you will see that there are a lot of these categories. Just take a look at how much of these categories are there. For example, there is type of work on this left hand side here. So for example, there is design and creative, finance and accounting. There is really something for anyone, guys. If you have certain passion, so for example, maybe you are Adobe Premiere Pro specialist, you can find a lot of work on this website, okay? There are a lot of these gigs, a lot of them you can just apply, maybe send some samples to the person and maybe charge less at the beginning. And later you can just build your network, guys, and it's gonna be really, really profitable for you. There is a lot of money for anyone who want to work, okay? You just have to apply yourself. You have to invest a bit of your time, and of course, you have to get better at what you do. And that's gonna get you more jobs, and that's gonna get you this rating, which is highly necessary on this platform to succeed, okay? But of course, everything comes with a time, okay? You have to be patient, you have to be consistent, and of course, you have to be a hard worker in order to succeed, okay? But it's not that hard if you apply yourself, if you are patient, and if you work hard at it, you will get to places, okay? So just make yourself an account. That's gonna be very easy, guys. You can just click on I'm a freelancer looking for work and just click on apply as a freelancer. You can continue with your Apple account or you can continue with Google, some simple information. This works in all of the countries, guys. Wherever you live, guys, you can just search for jobs. So for example, you can do some jobs in your own region. In fact, just write me down in the comment section from which country are you coming so I can make some specific videos based on your region. So in the end, we can all make money, right? Now, just take a look at Upwork on Trustpilot. 8.8 thousand reviews, guys, and they've got 4.4 out of 5, which is pretty good. A lot of satisfied people are on this website. You can see Trustpilot is a really, really trustworthy site, guys. You can just go and you can research a bit yourself. Upwork made money to all of these people, and you can do that as well, guys. So if you are hungry for money, if you are a hard worker, you can get there. It's not that hard, really. You just have some time to spend on here. You have to complete your profile. You have to add some samples in whichever category you are in, and then you have to refine your skills, okay? So I told you guys, if you have some skill in, for example, writing and translation, guys, you can get a lot of money into that, guys. You can just be a programmer, you can be voiceover artist, you can be video editor, you can write something, maybe some content, maybe some scripts for YouTube, whatever, guys. You can get a lot of money if you just work for it. And if you don't know how to do something, guys, if you don't have any skill at all, you can, for example, go to Skillshare and you can, for example, learn something about photography, okay? So this guy is given some course on photography and you can learn from this guy and then you can start doing the work which is related to that, okay? And that's going to be like an easy process. It's going to be like a long step process, but in the end, you can make something out of it. You can make like a monthly income check for you each month, years to come, if you just learn certain skill. But of course, you don't have to use only Skillshare. You can use various websites. You can, for example, research on the web based on what you're interested in. And I suggest, guys, that you work in something which is interesting to you, something which you are passionate about. That's going to be fun at the same time, and at the same time, it's going to make you a living. That's the craziest thing that we can do something what we love, okay? And everything is going to be more easier. You won't get tired when you work something that you love indeed, okay? When you finish that kind of a work, work, guys, you will feel like a really, really calm person and you will be satisfied with what you did, okay? Of course, you can always go to youtube.com and you can search for certain tutorials. For example, if you like to edit videos, you can just research about how to do that. But of course, you will need some time, okay? It won't happen in a month or two. You will have to learn a lot and you will have to practice a lot, okay? Practice makes perfect. That's not like a crazy story. It is really true, okay? If you practice something for a really, really long time, you will really, really get good at it, and then you will make money with it as well. And really, guys, you can do whatever on Upwork, really, whatever. If you can think of it, there is most certainly that on Upwork.com. But as I've told you, whatever you are interested in, start with that, guys. If you like programming, just start with that, guys. Just go, and that's going to be a bit harder, okay? It's just going to be way harder, for example, than video editing. But of course, if you love it, you just stick to it. I don't know. Just go and do something you love. I don't know. Maybe Photoshop is your love. Just click on Photoshop tutorials. If you are somewhere at the beginning, just go and research and do practice, guys. But of course, if you already know that, just go and hit those jobs, guys. Nothing is stopping you. Just go and hit those jobs. Just apply to these projects, and my suggestion is that you complete your profile and of course just put something into your portfolio, so when these guys who are looking for some freelancers can see your profile, they can see what you are doing, how you are doing something. And of course, always tell people that you can do certain kind of a custom audition for you, something like that. For example, they will send you, I don't know, maybe 10-20 seconds of some film video, and you have to edit that 20 seconds, for example, just so they can see how you are doing, what's your style, and if they like it. And of course, then they hire you. And of course, you don't have to worry about payment. Upwork has payment protection, so money is going into escrow fund, and then that money is going to be released to you once you complete the work, so you don't have to worry about that. I never had the problem with it. It's all good in here. But of course, there is also their Fiverr.com, which is a nice website for freelancers as well. But here it's a bit harder on this website, because here people just take your gig, so they see your gig and then they decide to buy. But on Upwork.com, well, here people post the jobs, okay? And the freelancers go and they apply to those jobs. And then if the client likes what they see, then they decide to hire you or someone else, you know? And that is why this is a bit easier on the start. Of course, you have like job success rate here as well, which you have to take care of. But I believe, guys, you can do it if you just apply yourself. If you give it your best, you can do it and you can make a lot of money, guys. I'll catch you later.